Hey guys, for Bible today, we are working in our Bible workbook, page 95. But before we do that, I want to make sure that you went back and watched the worship music video first. So if you haven't done that yet, pause this video, go back and watch that, sing along, and worship God, and then come back and watch this video. So on page 95, we are actually doing a Passover review. We've talked a lot about Passover and how it relates to Jesus dying on the cross and shedding his blood for our sins. So we're going to do a little review today about that. So our first question on page 95 says, what kind of animal did the Hebrews use as a sacrifice to God? I think you should be able to remember that one because it's also a name for God, and it's a lamb. It's hard for me to write sideways. Second question, what did God have to see to pass over a home and not kill the firstborn? If you remember back, what did he have to see on their houses? He actually had to see the blood painted on the doorframe. So, the lamb's, apostrophe S, blood on the door frames. I hope you can read that okay. Third question, how was the killing of the Passover lamb like the death of Jesus? Well, both of them had to be perfect. We already know Jesus is perfect, but God set the rule that the lamb that was sacrificed during the original Passover plague had to be perfect, without blemish, nothing wrong with it. The second thing was that in both situations, blood had to be shed. The lamb's blood had to be painted on the door frames, and when Jesus died, his blood had to be shed in order to cover our sins. So, if you need extra room, you can write down underneath. Both had to be without defect and both involved blood shed. Write it as best as you can. I know my writing might be a little bit small. Try and fit it as best as you can. The last question. This one might be a little bit tricky, so we're going to have to think a little bit harder. When did God also use the blood of an animal? Well, if you think back to the very beginning of our Bible workbook, the very beginning of the Bible, there was blood of an animal was also used when God clothed Adam and Eve with animal skins. So when he clothed Adam and Eve with animal skins. All right, do your best to write that down. Then underneath, there's a picture of a door frame. So in the picture below, use the color red to show where the Hebrews placed the blood on their homes for the Passover. Please use a red crayon or a red colored pencil. Try not to use a red marker if that's the only thing you can find. Fine, but I am worried about it bleeding through your page. So try to do crayon or colored pencil instead. So that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you later. Bye.